Hi, I'm Nile Goodlad and I am 23 years old and I have vitiligo. When I was around 8 or 9, my vitiligo started to appear. I just had it on my knuckles and my elbows and my knees and my joints to start off with, and then obviously as I got older it developed all over my body. When I was younger, when I was really young, I've always been quite outgoing and bubbly, and then when I started to get it, it knocked my confidence a lot, and it didn't really bother me massively. Obviously it bothered me a little bit, but I was a child and I didn't really care about stuff like that. But then as I got older and started to hit puberty, and because it started to appear really when I was going into high school, and I feel like for everybody that's the time in your life where everything matters. Your looks, friends, what you dress like, all the small things that really don't matter in reality do matter to you. They're really important, and a kid's perspective, the most minuscule thing is your life, do you know what I mean? So it did have a massive impact on me, and I was really quite miserable about the fact that my skin was turning white. My skin's visible because it's on my face, etc. But I forget, and sometimes people can be staring at me or bring it up, and then obviously I remember that I've got it, but it's just part of me. Prior to modelling, I always loved animals, and I went to college to study. I got an extended diploma in animal management and animal science. And my second year I did herpetology, and I was in the back of a picture on my friend's Twitter at college, and then he was speaking to this girl on Twitter, just trying to choose this girl, and then she saw me in the back of a picture and then asked him she asked him if I would model for her college project, which I did do. And then after doing that, she put the pictures on Instagram and social media, and I got a lot of attention, and a lot of people contacted me, see if I would like to sign or be interested in modelling. But at the time, I had no confidence, so I didn't decide to go through with anything like that, and I didn't take any of the requests seriously. And then the following year, she asked me to do it again for her university project, and I did do that, and she put it on Instagram as again, and then I was contacted again by a lot of agencies, and then somehow I was forwarded to my original agency, and my now agent invited me to London. I did a test shoot with 2 photographers, and then he offered me a contract on the day. And then I worked just 2 days later. I can just remember being so awkward in front of the camera, because even most of my life, especially since I had vitiligo, I was really, really self-conscious. And even on my Instagram pictures, I didn't really have Instagram like that. I had Instagram, I had a couple hundred followers. Not even a couple hundred actually, it wasn't even in the 3 figures. But even as far as that, I would post pictures where you couldn't see my vitiligo, or I just wouldn't post selfies or anything like that. I would just post a picture where I'm with a group of friends where you can't really see anything, or it was just pictures of my pets and stuff. So being in front of the camera was really daunting, and it was really intimidating at first. And then as I became more comfortable with it, as I did it more, I became more comfortable with it, but still I was always critical. I never, especially in terms of fashion, I never liked any of my work. I never posted anything. I never posted anything on social media in terms of my friends and family. So I only had Instagram on the basis that my agency was it's part of your job, you have to have a social media platform like Instagram. And it does help, obviously, it helps me in terms of booking and networking. But I was never, now I am quite proud of a lot of the work I do, and I take pride in whatever I do and try my best ability to, turn out good work, whereas back then I was really not into it. and I was still, I can't even say modelling straight away gave me any confidence. It was just kind of something, and I feel like if I didn't have my family and my friends who were pushing me to do it, I probably would not have done it. Like, it was the most intimidating thing ever when I first came down, and I met with the agency and I did the test shoot, and I was testing in Notting Hill on like partially naked on someone's front garden, and it was the weirdest thing ever, but obviously it's helped me to become and, you know, do what I do now. What was I say to the whole world? Well, I always just obviously express that no matter what you're going through, there's always tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? There's always next week. There's always, you know, there's always the next chapter, and, you know, it's only you're your biggest enemy. You're the only person that can ever stop you doing whatever you want to do. If you want to do anything in the world, there is no excuses. You know what I mean? And there's always a will. If there's a will, there's a way. So you can do whatever you want. There's nothing that can stop you doing something. The only person that can stop you doing anything is yourself. Sometimes we are tokenized, you know, and I'm not going to say I'm tokenized, because obviously there's not that many models that have got vitiligo, but I think sometimes I can be the token for diversity when in reality it's not, and the rest of the campaign or job or whatever, it cannot be, that won't be the case. So oh my god, I'm so joking now, but so it's easy for me to say, you know, just embrace yourself, but even now you deal with issues, you know what I mean, but like I say, the only thing that anybody can stop you doing, or the only person that can ever stop anything going on, is you. So yeah. It is just skin. It does nothing but the same as everybody else's skin.